I think she thinks I'm hot. I got nice pecs and a great six-pack abs. But that's all she's interested in.
Oh, geez, I'm on. Sorry. Kody's ridiculous. Anyway, attention, Sister Wives fans. Prepare yourselves for an explosive new episode of Sister Wives, Season 18, Episode 6. It's intense, it's shocking, and it's filled with jaw-dropping revelations that will leave you on the edge of your seat. In this episode, the ongoing discussion that's taking place between Cody and Janelle is taking a dramatic turn. But Kody, he's still himself, deflecting and avoiding, but Janelle is no longer willing to be in a relationship. The tension is literally palpable as their heartfelt conversation unfolds, revealing massive hidden secrets that have been lurking beneath the surface. And let me tell you, other channels are not covering it. We must cover it. It has to do with where Kody is spending his time. Anyway, that is not all. The crumbling family unit has given birth to a newfound fearlessness among the wives. Yeah. No longer afraid to share their true thoughts and emotions on camera. They lay it all out for us to see. It's raw, it's authentic, and it's a glimpse of their lives like never before. So hold on to your seats. Also, because Christine drops a bombshell. Okay, we already know the bombshell. She's hiring a matchmaker. But it does spark curiosity, and it talks about whether she's ready to explore new possibilities for her own happiness, like the flavors of ice cream. um, it is a decision that is going, which we know, to reshape the family dynamics forever. And please, let's not forget about Meri, although her part in this was a little boring. But it does show Robin's influence over her is undeniable. Through manipulation and cunning tactics, Robin has seemed to condition Meri into fulfilling her own narcissistic needs. You need to witness firsthand to the extent which Robin has molded Meri, blurring the lines between reality and manipulation. If you are a true Sister Wives fan, like myself, this is a must watch. Don't settle for the ordinary where, others just report the story quickly to get it over with because it's their job. Come to me, someone else who loves Sister Wives like you. So join me, please, on my channel, like and subscribe. And now let's get together and dive deep into the truth. So, fellow Sister Wives fans and enthusiasts, come and let's explore the secrets and unravel the truth behind a crumbling family unit. I can't wait to meet all of you as we embark on this accelerating journey together. Thank you for watching. Please leave many comments. Hi, and thank you for visiting my new site made for all you die-hard Sister Wives fans out there, just like me, who are sick of the same old content. Well, fear no longer. It's time to talk about everything from Never Her Perspectives, a little bit of honesty, and a whole lot of sass headed in Season 18.
Second kissing. What if I second everything like that? I don't know. I know that someone didn't like it. Do you see why it's scary? Do you see why it is terrifying? It is terrifying.
So, my first question before we get started is, why do you think this episode was called the understatement of the year? I know why. Can you leave your comments? You think you know what? Face to Kody, look at me. I'm so happy and doing great without you scene from Christine. I do find it more and more interesting due to the fact that Kody played a big part before on what was aired and what was not. And I don't know if they changed it. If you want me to do some digging around, let me know, because right now they're pretty much all laughing at Kody, and I don't know how he's letting them get away with this. Anyway, this show starts off as McKelty and Tony home. She tells them she hired a matchmaker, and Tony tries to tell her to try all the scoops of the ice cream so she can try all the flavors and know what she wants before she picks one. She says, "No way. I'm too scared to even like kiss a man." I mean, imagine only being like with one man ever, even kissing, and he completely rejects you in literally every way possible, emotionally, physically, financially, for 25 years. I would be terrified too. And to an extent, I do understand where she's coming from. I mean, I didn't kiss a boy until I was 18, and all my friends made fun of me, and I was so scared. But there's a big difference between 50 and 18. And kudos to McKelty for telling your mom, Christine, that she is gorgeous, or maybe beautiful. I think she said gorgeous. I did really like this scene. Um, I'm sure you did too. But now I have to dish some information out to you I think you would be interested in. I have been doing some digging, and supposedly, to be factual, is this is one scene that they like had to redo and kind of faked it the way they have to keep the show inconsistently clear for the February of 2022 Janelle and Cody's fight. So this was kind of reshot at a later date. So the web says. um, the show is mostly about Janelle and Cody's issues. So let's confront their fight.
I've been in a place where I don't feel like without being in plural marriage, we can be married. So it's like, okay, well, then we got to figure out plural monogamy because we're not living plural marriage. We don't want to be in one home. We don't have the function to do that. Plural monogamy is where you're not functioning as one family, you're multiple families. A husband with two families.
He's the one who actually brought up the word and the term plural monogamy, and he acts like it was my idea.
So Cody states that Janelle doesn't want to get along with Meri and she doesn't want to get along with Robin. Now, we really don't hear this out of the cat's mouth. I mean, we hear it from Cody. So who knows? And he's saying, come on, let's have plural monogamy, where we have two separate households completely. You guys don't talk to each other, you don't communicate, but I go to both of your houses. That's kind of like, did the wives not say at the beginning they came together for the children and to be together for the children to all raise as one big family? If you aren't having like a plural marriage with a family, then what's the point? I mean, did he make this up? Because I really think he did. Okay, I pay for a very good GPT that I ask questions to, and I asked if there was such a thing as let's see, do Mormons believe in plural monogamy? And is there such a thing anywhere as plural monogamy? And it just kind of says, well, isn't that an interesting concept? Monogamous polygamy sounds like the ultimate paradox. Don't you think? I mean, it's very, very redundant. Just like Cody is redundant. Now he wants everyone to just be redundant with him. He's trying to find ways to fix the family, but the ways are just not right. They're inconclusive. There's no way they would work. It also says it's like saying you want to be with more than one person, but still being committed to each of them exclusively. It says, I guess you could call it a blend of commitment and variety. It says, but hey, love is a mysterious thing. People have all sorts of different relationships and dynamics. If it works for some folks, who am I to judge? Just remember, communication and trust are essential in any relationships, especially the unique ones. Monogamous polygamy. Yeah, Cody has none of those. There is no trust, nothing like that. There is no way they can have monogamous polygamy. I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, and do you see? I have to make this clear. Do you see the way he is chomping down? He is just, look at the end. I put it in there. He's like shoveling food in his mouth. He thinks Janelle's going to be with him at this point. He's just like hammering the food in there. He's being sweet to her. I mean, do you notice an essential difference between the way he acted with Christine at lunch and the way he's acting with Janelle at lunch? Take a good look at these differences of what he's saying, how he's acting, how he's portraying himself, the hatred he had with Christine, and he's almost sometimes sucking up to Janelle. He says like, don't you think I missed you? Don't you think I wanted to kiss you on the lips? Like, he's a maniac. And then when he finds out that she doesn't want to get back together, that she still wants to live separate and she's not ready to make it work again, but she is thinking about going to a counselor, You should see his face. He's pretty much in shock, and he stopped shoveling food in his face. He stops eating. he was like that certain that shit to be back into the family. It's absurd. Treat people bad and think that they are going to come back to you, Kody. No, these are not 20-year-old women learning. These are women who are past middle age or whatever you want to call it, and they know, and they are learning, and they are growing, and they have support from the show. They don't just have you anymore, Kody. They've made friends, they've made business partners. They don't need you. You have been relying on them. They have not been relying on you, and now you are stuck, not them.
I mean, do you really want to still have a plural family? Sometimes I can't tell.
Now, when Janelle asks him this question, he actually talks about everything from Christine leaving him to holding the bag, from talking about Savannah. And she mentions, like, I'm pretty much leaving you because, I'm pretty independent and all I needed you for was to take care of the kids. I mean, you don't do that. She used something like the cost efficient ratio just does not add up. She's not getting anything from it anymore whatsoever. And what I found really funny when they were talking about this, and this is the secret I have not heard anyone talk about, and I'm very interested, okay? We all know he does not spend time at Meri's house. There we go, right? He clearly states, and I want to make a video on this and maybe do some kind of investigation. He clearly states in the video, he's going to spend, he's like, Janelle, if you come back, I would spend 2 nights with you, 2 nights with Robin. That is what he keeps saying. He said it twice, okay? I kind of like stopped for a while. I was like, he said twice. I was like, that's 4 nights. Where is he spending the other nights? Why isn't anyone talking about this? Where is he going? Why hasn't any comments been made? Why haven't I seen this anywhere on the internet? Am I missing something? Can someone help me out here? Does he have does he go to his brothers? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I personally think, okay, because he was caught with a woman around this time of like January. He was caught with a woman outside. And I'm wondering, if he thought he was getting back with Janelle, she's all for plural marriage. Robin does not want to be the only wife. She definitely wants plural marriage, and she's made that clear, although, I'm pretty sure she wants to be head of the household, the top wife, main wifey. And I think he was courting someone else. I think he was spending nights somewhere else with some other girl, or traveling again the way he did with Robin. What do you think? I mean, this is so exciting to me. I know it probably didn't happen. If you look at Robin in 2023, she looks pretty depressed and grumpy. At least, last winter. It was like kind of cold out still. Like at the beginning of this year, around January of 2023, she looked really grumpy and sad. And I'm wondering, it's maybe because they were trying to court people and it didn't work out. I mean, they're pretty picky. And it would be hard not being famous. So, I mean, what do you think? He keeps saying 2 nights and 2 nights. So where are the other nights? Like, am I having a brain fart? Am I? Because it has to be, he's courting someone, right? Who? And is he still trying to court people? That is what I want to know. And also says that if Kody ever told her the way for years he's been telling Christine that he is not attracted to her, she says she would have taken off and left his ass. She said the first time he said that, she would have been out of there. That's right, Janelle, because she don't put up with crap. She's independent. And I mean, it might look like she puts up with crap, but it looks like there's just certain lines you don't cross with Janelle. You don't mess with her kids. You don't mess with her financial stability that she's worked hard for. And you don't make promises you can't keep, like making land in Flagstaff and her giving all the money for the house. I mean, she literally says, and you could hear the resentment in her voice. She says something along the lines of, Kody moved heaven and earth to get that house for Robin. They packed trailers. They lived temporarily in trailers. They rented first to buy it. She says he moved mountains. So then I guess when she looks and she says, like, it's been 6 weeks. You haven't even called Savannah. She's disappointed. I think if he would have called, I think that she might have gotten back with him already. I think he blew that shot by not calling Savannah. I think, what do you think? there's one other thing that I did want to discuss here. So then you can tell Janelle is getting like frustrated. You can tell she knows Kody's getting frustrated, which is making her get frustrated. Um, the dynamics here is like they're feeding off each other, and Janelle's beginning to notice it. So is Kody. He even says that she does not have a safe spot to talk to him in. And I don't think this lunch place is great either. Is this look like the same place he went to with Christine? Because I think it looks like the same lunch place he went to with Christine. He brought them both to the same place. It must be his favorite restaurant. I just had to throw that in there. Um, so I really do think she would have got back together with him. And she asks him again, do you want plural marriage? Like straight up. And he just diverts, avoids, contradicts anything to get out of that question. He says everything he doesn't want, but he does not say one time he does want plural marriage.
Yeah, so this is big for me.
I know. Jen and I have been friends for like so long. She's really been there for me. She was around when I did the legal divorce so that Cody and Robin could get married.
Okay, so I got to admit, I'm a little bit of a Meri fan. I mean, yeah, I was disappointed about the whole Peyton and the talk. And by the way, sorry, that's my little pug dog. But to hear anything, I can't control this little monster. She's a little happy monster, and she runs around the house. And if I put her in a place, she scratches the heck out of the door, and you guys will be able to hear. So say hi, Happy. Let's get on with the show. So Meri, I do like her, but I have to admit her part was pretty boring in this area. It was almost, I want to say, like a comic relief. A lot of her time was going to be spent at the B&B instead of in Flagstaff. And I feel like Robin has conditioned her to feel this way and to worry about Robin. I mean, if something was happening to me that was wonderful and I was going to see another friend and make my business better and move my clothing business there, I would want to tell my friends. My friends would celebrate for me. They would be happy for me. I would not be worried even if I moved away. Like I moved away to Whistler to a resort, and my friends may throw a big party for me even though they were going to miss me. I mean, they still did that for me. They were sad, but you're happy for people that you love and that you care about. Like I said, I have been in the mental health field for 22 years. I do not do diagnosis. If you want to look at my last video, I do talk about Kody's sociopathic tendencies. But I do want to talk in case you are in the same situation or you are interested, as I am, in Meri being conditioned. A way a narcissist conditions someone is they use tactics like gaslighting, obviously, and Kody's always throwing it back. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. That's a tactic. They have a knack for manipulating. Kody is saying Janelle is gaslighting him. That's why she always has such a confused look on her face. Her perception of reality, he's making her question that, which is so wrong by turning it around on her. They also employ, charm and flattery to gain control over others. Also, additionally, narcissists are known for manipulation techniques such as guilt tripping, Robin all the way, crying all the time to Meri, emotional manipulation, telling Meri that they had a big Christmas thing with Isabel, but Meri didn't know, Meri didn't come, and exploiting their vulnerabilities, which is exactly what she does to Meri. She made Meri feel more alone than Meri already felt. That to me is disgusting. Those were the main highlights of this episode. That's about it. One thing I did find really interesting and fun is, and it kind of made me laugh, is she's going on and on about how she, to the television, like onto the TV set, how she is always at Robin's, has a relationship with Robin and not with Kody, and Robin's the only one she has a relationship with. She spends all her time at Robin's, and then she just switches it to, and I'm going to the B&B and I love it there and I have so much fun. She does not say that once about Robin's. She went on and on about being at Robin's all the time. She did not say she liked it. She did not say anything. But then she jumped to the B&B and said how much fun it would be and how much she liked it. So, Meri, if that is what makes you happy, do it. Stop worrying about Robin, okay? The main two things that TLC wanted us to know about Meri was, when she went to the B&B, she got a nice little pillow from a guest that had her mom, Bonnie, and her on the pillow, and it was so sweet. There's the picture. So cute, so nice, and so thoughtful. seriously. And Meri in this episode is very worried about this barn. God, I forget what she calls it. Carriage. She calls it something else. It's not a barn. She calls it something. But it's like packed with items, and she has to clean it out because this is where her clothing place is going to be, right? So she has to clean it out. Thankfully, her best friend lives there. She's going to be with her best friend, so that's awesome. They're going to clean it out together. Her best friend's cheering her on, just like Robin should. She's not saying, "Oh, we have such a mess. What are you going to do, Meri?" She's saying, "We're throwing everything in garbage bags. We're going to get this done, girl. Don't you worry about it," just like a best friend should. Although, one thing that does worry me is Meri, they finally come out how they met. And Jen states she was a hired contract killer, and she really was. In Las Vegas, Jen did pest control services, which Kody hired for all the houses. So she came over, I guess, every week or so to do pest control. Killer for hire. She's pretty funny. So anyway, they began to talk and they became friends. And then they became the best of friends for the last 10 years. The only thing, and I'm not saying if you're rich and you're famous that you can't make any friends, but it does worry me that she met this lady. I mean, what do you think? She met Jen while she was already famous, while she was already rich, and while Meri was in like a vulnerable position kind of by herself for the first time in a lone house. Do you think that Jen could possibly be in this for money or fame or anything like that? Or she is truly there for Meri? I mean, what is Meri giving her staying at the B&B? What? Is she getting something for it? How nice is Meri being to her? Or is it strictly out of love and I'm just being cynical? You tell me.
Stopping us from doing that, okay?
Okay,
That's,
I'm just saying, I don't really, because like when you first left, I thought, crap, I don't have anything. I don't have anything in my name. I don't have anything.
This sounds like it's about money for Janelle. It's like, have I always just been a resource for you?
So we started this with Kody on some comic relief talking about how Janelle loves his six-pack abs and all that. Give me a break. Give me a break. So I thought we'd end it on some comic relief with him saying this. He thinks that Janelle is using him for money. I don't even know what to say to this. This is preposterous. This is ludicrous. He is delusional. We can all agree on that, right? There's no one that will disagree with me on this one. So we started this with Kody on some comic relief talking about how Janelle loves his six-pack abs and all that. Give me a break. Give me a break. So I thought we'd end it on some comic relief with him saying this. He thinks that Janelle is using him for money. I don't even know what to say to this. This is preposterous. This is ludicrous. He is delusional. We can all agree on that, right? There's no one that will disagree with me on this one. So we started this with Kody on some comic relief talking about how Janelle loves his six-pack abs and all that. Give me a break. Give me a break. So I thought we'd end it on some comic relief with him saying this. He thinks that Janelle is using him for money since literally episode 1. 2, they've been telling us Janelle makes the most money. Janelle is the provider. Janelle is like the alpha male for Christine's family. You've got to give me a break, Kody. Where are you living? Where is your head at? Like, what are you thinking? If this, there is so much to go through on this episode. I'm going to break it down into smaller parts for you guys, okay? But I hope this gave you a great detailed information on what happened in this episode. If you do want to hear any more, you have any questions, just ask me. I will be happy to provide your answers. Or if you'd like to hear about anything else, just let me know. I can do it. I'm like the curator of information. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me if you made it this far. Like I said, please like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And I hope you have a blessed day wherever you may be in the world. Peace out.